Teams compete on Academic Challenge.
From Bedford, team number 1. From Warren, team number 2. And from Eastlake, team number 3.
For the 22nd consecutive year, Academic Challenge. Brought to you by Ohio Edison and by the Illuminating Company. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here's Steve Wolford.
Good luck, John. Good luck, Mike. Hello and welcome to Academic Challenge, where teams test their wits against each other and try their luck with our electronic challenge board. Of the 18 categories, those available in the first round will be sports, men and women, trivia, Ohio, math, energy, history, literature, and by definition. Listen closely as Paul King explains the rules for the opening round. Paul.
In this round, each team will have 6 questions, and each correct answer earns 10 points. No penalties in this round.
Thank you, Paul. Now let's go meet the team from Bedford. We have Matthew Burt, Captain Mike Werstick, and Della Gott. Mike, you're the captain. We'll put the board in motion for you to let you stop it and pick your category for the first round. And you have literature. Literature. Okay, 6 questions. Here you go. At the famous tea party in Alice in Wonderland, the March Hare ranted and the Mad Hatter spread butter on his watch. Who curled up in the teapot and fell asleep?
The dormouse.
Della, all right, the dormouse. You don't have to hit your buzzer in this round. Jurgis Rutgers packs up his troubles and joins the Socialist Party in order to fight Chicago's meatpacking industry in what Upton Sinclair novel?
The Jungle.
The Jungle is correct. At a come-as-you-are party for fictional heroes, what character created by Edgar Rice Burroughs might appear dressed in just a loincloth?
Tarzan.
That's right. In Greek myth, Paris loved Helen, but in Shakespearean play, Paris was the suitor to what girl who preferred young Mr. Montague?
Juliet.
That's right. There are many stories about castaways on desert islands, but in the title book by Henry Winterfield places castaways in what kingdom of tiny people described in Gulliver's Travels?
Lilliput.
That's right. The first Technicolor film ever made was Becky Sharp, a movie based on what Thackeray novel? Need an answer. Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. All right, that completes your first round, Bedford, with 50 points. Now let's go over and meet the team members from John F. Kennedy High School. We have Mark Garospi, Captain Laura Williams, and Sherry Setting. Laura, we'll put the board in motion for you and let you stop to pick your category in the first round. You've got energy. All right, 6 questions. And this is a choice. The pound is a unit of force, power, or work.
Force.
That's correct. The atomic particle lying outside the nucleus carrying negative electrical charge and playing a prominent role in chemical interaction is the electron, the proton, or the neutron?
Electron.
That's correct. It was most likely static electricity that ignited what gas-filled dirigible that exploded at Lakehurst, New Jersey in 1937? Want to give me a guess?
Hindenburg.
That's correct. Very good, Mark. A reaction of any self-sustaining process whose products are instrumental in and directly contribute to the propagation of the process is called chain reaction, thermal reaction, or progressive reaction.
Progressive reaction.
Chain reaction is the answer. An electric light bulb expends 100 watts for 20 seconds. What power is used? 20 calories, 100 watts, or 2,000 joules?
100 watts.
That's correct. Electromagnetic radiation is generated by moving charges, molecular vibrations in air, or induction.
Induction.
Moving charges. Moving charges. That's the end of your round, JFK, with 40 points. All right, let's go over and meet the team from North. We have Ken Kroll, Captain John Colse, and Jim Nelson. John, we'll put the board in motion for you to pick your category for the first round. And you've got by definition. All right, 6 questions. Even rugged sports can be described with elegant words. Which of these terms, spelunker, pugilist, equestrian, would you properly apply to a person involved with boxing?
Pugilist.
That's correct. The word verbose is an adjective with which of these meanings? Wordy, overbearing, or transitive?
Wordy.
That's correct. A purist will tell you that the expression to throw down the gauntlet means to issue a challenge by tossing which of these? A dagger, a scarf, or a glove?
Glove.
That's correct. The letters J-E-C-T come from the Latin meaning to throw. Of these three, projection, objection, interjection, which means to throw between?
Interjection.
That's correct. Take the consonants N, S, L, N. Insert two vowels to name the hormone created artificially in 1922, a discovery that enabled the control of diabetes.
Insulin.
That's right. Okay, we need the two vowels.
Oh, I and U.
Okay, all right, just a technicality. In Poe's Cask of Amontillado, we meet Fortunato at a carnival wearing motley. The word motley telling us that he is dressed as which of these? A hangman, jester, or devil?
Chester.
That's correct. North with 60 points at the end of your first round. We'll be back with our lightning round, but first teams remember that at the end of tonight's match, we'll check the ladder on our Super Bowl scoreboard. At the end of the season, the three teams with the top scores will join us for an Academic Challenge Super Bowl. So far, the highest totals have been Hawken with 455, St. Mary's with 450, and Mentor with 430. We'll be back with our very fast lightning round after a word from the Energy Makers. Stay with us. More questions? Let's take a look at tonight's schools. Founded in 1885, Bedford High School graduated its 100th senior class last year. Marjorie Dickert and Judith Benner, both history teachers, are co-advisors to the Academic Challenge Squad. Bedford provides its 1,633 students with a complete college prep program, plus a wide range of vocational courses, including auto mechanics. John F. Kennedy High School opened its doors in 1964 and has nearly 700 students in grades 9 through 12. Team advisor Myrna Warren teaches journalism at JFK. The Kennedy football team made it to the state semifinals this school year. JFK boasts several National Merit Scholars, a ministry program for seniors who counsel elementary students on Saturday mornings, and an advanced art program. Eastlake North High School serves 1,550 students from Eastlake, Willowick, Lakeline, and Timberlake. Lois Callis and Rosemary Horvath are both in their first season as Academic Challenge advisors. A year ago, North offered its first advanced placement class in calculus, and this year added American history and senior English to the advanced placement lineup. It's time now for the lightning round, and we'll go back to Paul Kane to explain the rules. Paul.
All three teams will compete in a visual free-for-all lasting 1 minute. The first team to ring its bell for each item will be recognized. The right answer gets you 10 points, but we'll take away 10 for incorrect answers or failure to reply.
Thank you, Paul. Okay, this category round is as easy as ABC. In fact, you only have to answer with letters, not complete words. So be ready to give me the letters associated with the following clues. Refer to your monitors here in the studio. We'll put a minute on the clock, and we will begin. The Roman numeral for 500, North.
D.
Correct. It tells a musician to play loudly. Bedford.
F.
Correct. Greek letter standing for 3.14, Bedford.
Pi.
Pi is right. Chemical symbol for tungsten, North.
W.
W is correct. Identifies a type of shirt often with writing on it, North.
T.
Correct. First word of Pledge of Allegiance. Bedford.
I.
That's right. Used as a symbol by Churchill in World War II, North.
V.
V for victory. Indicates temperature scale other than Fahrenheit, North.
K.
C or K is correct. The scarlet letter worn by Hester Kennedy.
A.
That's correct. With MC squared in Einstein's equation, Bedford.
E.
E equals. Used as a symbol for Japanese monetary unit, North.
Yen.
Need a letter. That's not correct. We need Y. Last letter of Greek alphabet. Northeast Lake. Buzzed in first. O or omega is correct. That ends the lightning round. Remember, at the end of the season, the three teams with the highest scores will be back to compete with each other for honor, glory, and some impressive prizes. Those top three teams will each receive a computer for their school, Apple Computer Prizes for Academic Challenge are provided by Basic Computer Corporation with 5 convenient locations to serve all of your computer needs. Today, there are more apples in schools than any other computer, which might be the best reason to buy an Apple for home. There might never be a better time. In addition to the Apple Computer, the winner of our Super Bowl program will also receive a special championship trophy. We will be right back after a word from the Energy Makers. Stay with us. All right, let's recap what that lightning round did for the scores of the teams, then it's back to our new electronic challenge board. Paul.
In this round, each question is worth 20 points. But now you may also lose 20 points for incorrect answers or 10 points for failure to reply. Any team answering all 8 questions correctly will gain 25 bonus points. Steve?
Thank you, Paul. Now from the categories you see on the challenge board, those available in this round will be geography, Hail to the Chief, history, literature, what's missing, science, says who, potluck, and associations. We'll go back to Bedford. Mike, the board's in motion for you to pick your category. And you have science. Okay, 8 questions for science. The ancient Hittites were among the first to smelt what metal called ferrum by the Romans, now assigned... Sorry?
Iron.
Iron is correct. You can go ahead and wait for the question to finish this round. In order to decrease an abnormally high rate of metabolism, the surgeon may remove part of the adrenal gland, pancreas, or thyroid.
Thyroid.
Thyroid is correct. Because it was found by missionaries, the nickname Jesuit bark was given to cinchona, the source of what Q-initialed alkaloid often used to treat malaria?
Quinine.
Quinine is right. Which of the following has the largest atomic mass? Mercury, lead, or radium?
Radium.
Radium is right. This is also a choice. The lead in a pencil is not lead, but made from what element, from which diamond is also made? Copper, carbon, or boron?
Carbon.
Carbon is right. Scientists have found vitamin K to be essential in the production of a substance, prothrombin. Hence, a person lacking vitamin K in his diet would have trouble with digesting food, blood clotting, or sweating.
Blood clotting.
That's right. In order to survive, living things on the surface of the Earth need the dense air of which of these atmospheric layers? The troposphere, stratosphere, or ionosphere?
Troposphere.
Troposphere is right. And this is also a choice. Some hydrates are so unstable that they lose water to the atmosphere even at room temperature. The process is called efflorescence, condensation, or agglomeration. Give me an answer. All right, efflorescence is the answer we're looking for. That's the end of your round, Bedford, 260 points. All right, let's go now to John Kennedy High School. We'll put the board in motion for you, Laura, to stop to pick your category. You have what's missing. All right, 8 questions. St. John and St. Croix are 2 of the 3 largest Virgin Islands. What is the third name for the Bible's doubting disciple?
Thomas.
St. Thomas. 2 of the 3 words in the motto of the French Revolution were liberty, equality, and what third implying brotherhood? Get an answer.
Pass.
Fraternity. Fraternity. At a reunion of military academy mascots, you'd meet a mule and a goat and what bird of prey that represents the Air Force Academy in Colorado?
Eagle.
Falcon. The falcon. Valor and victory are 2 of the 3 virtues represented by figures on the tomb of the unknown soldier. Name the third that also names a volunteer corps of Americans serving overseas.
Peace.
Peace. Peace Corps. Ernest Chain and Sir Howard Florey are 2 of the 3 men in 1945 to win a Nobel Prize for their work in penicillin. Name the third winner, a Scottish bacteriologist called penicillin's discoverer. Take a shot.
Fleming.
Alexander Fleming is correct. It was worth the wait. The Arapaho and Comanche Indians are included in the group of Indian tribes with what same name as Jimmy Carter's hometown in Georgia?
Plains.
Plains is correct. The Sahara and Libyan deserts in Africa are 2 of the 3 largest in the world. Third in size is what other desert that covers most of Mongolia? Quickly.
Teps.
Gobi. The Gobi. Indicative and subjunctive are 2 of the 3 moods of English verbs. What is the third which expresses a command such as, you learn these moods or else?
Imperative.
Imperative is correct. That's the end of your round. Kennedy with 110 points. All right, let's move over to North. And John, the board is in motion for you. Stop to pick your category in this round. You've got Says Who. All right, 8 questions in Says Who. All right, proclaim liberty throughout the land appears not only in the Old Testament book of Leviticus, but on what symbolic object in Philadelphia that unfortunately bears a wide crack?
Liberty Bell.
Liberty Bell is correct. What quality did Churchill say was rightly esteemed the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees all others? The Cowardly Lion wanted some from the wizard.
Courage.
Courage is right. As we do not want peace without independence, so they do not want peace without union, said what former U.S. senator who had become president of the Confederacy?
Davis.
Jefferson Davis. Prepare today for the wants of tomorrow is a moral attributed to what ancient writer of fables?
Aesop.
Aesop is right. Live free or die is the official motto of what New England state, noted also for its early presidential primary?
Massachusetts.
New Hampshire. New Hampshire primary. A senseless fear of the gods was the phrase the Roman statesman Cicero used to define what sort of traditional beliefs that may cause you to knock on wood, avoid the number 13, or be wary of black cats.
Phobias.
Superstition. Superstition. A kind of iron pivot bound in buckskin is the odd analogy John Gunther used to describe what frontier city that became the capital of Wyoming?
Cheyenne.
Cheyenne is right. One of society's victims is one critic's description of what unfortunate hero of Victor Hugo's novel Les Miserables? Need an answer, quickly. Jean Valjean is what we're looking for there. North, that's the end of your round with 210 points. We'll be back with our new time capsule round after this message from Ohio Edison and the Illuminating Company. Stay with us.
Students appearing on tonight's show will receive a photograph of their team as they appear on the show and also a special Academic Challenge t-shirt.
Welcome back to Academic Challenge. While we recap our team scores on your screen, Paul will give us the rules for the upcoming time capsule round. Mr. King.
We now have a special round of 2-part video questions. Each pair of questions is keyed to a clip from a historical newsreel. Teams will be in direct competition. Each part of the 2-part question is worth 10 points, and there is a 10-point penalty for incorrect answers. Don't forget to hold your buzzer down if you wish to answer.
All right, thank you, Mr. King. Teams will ask you once again to refer to your monitors here in the studio, and we'll roll the first time capsule. All right, and your question. In 1960, Sir Edmund Hillary returned from the Himalayas to lead a search for what legendary creature, supposedly north?
Abominable snowman.
That's correct. And the second part of that question. Sir Edmund Hillary is now serving as New Zealand's ambassador to what Himalayan kingdom that includes Bedford?
Nepal.
Nepal is correct. All right, we'll go back to the screen now and roll time capsule number 2. All right, some interesting looking newsreels there. During a New York newspaper strike in 1945, the comic strips were read over the radio by what flamboyant mayor of New York, a man who was later the subject of a Broadway musical, Fiorello, and namesake of a New York airport? Bedford.
LaGuardia.
LaGuardia is correct. Fiorello LaGuardia had gained national prominence after he entered the United States House of Representatives. In what year, the same year, the United States entered the First World War? Bedford.
1917.
1917 is correct. All right, back to the monitors once again for time capsule number 3. All right. More than 100,000 Japanese Americans were sent to U.S. internment camps during World War II. Now strongly condemned, this exclusion policy was upheld in 1944 by what highest U.S. judicial body? Kennedy.
Supreme Court.
Supreme Court is right. And your second question. Many of those interned were not immigrants, but rather U.S.-born citizens, and such Japanese Americans were described with what N-initialed word that Bedford?
Nisei.
Nisei is right. That concludes the time capsule round. We'll be right back after a word from the Illuminating Company and Ohio Edison. Stay with us. Now teams face their final competition as we move along to the grab bag, but first of all, I'll recap the scores for you right now. In third place, we've got John F. Kennedy with 120. In second, North with 220, and leading right now with 300 points, Bedford High School. All right, in the grab bag, teams gain 20 points for each correct answer. Miss or fail to answer, 20 points are deducted. Teams, if you're all set, we'll begin. Ernest Hemingway wrote A Movable Feast, but a movable type was developed in the 15th century by Bedford.
Gutenberg.
Gutenberg is right. Lewis Carroll wrote about the hunting of the shark, but what is hunted in the title of Tom Clancy's recent novel about a Soviet submarine captain who wishes to defect? Answer quickly. The Hunt for Red October. All right, the French Revolution was also a revolution in fashion as everyone wore red, white, and blue trimmed clothes called by what same name as the national flag? Bedford.
Marseillais.
Tricolor. Tricolor. Excluding 1, what is the smallest prime factor of 45? Bedford.
5.
3. If you wrote an IOU in Iowa, it might be cashed in what Iowa state capital? Bedford.
Des Moines.
Des Moines is right. D.H. Lawrence was a novelist rather than a poet, but a plaque has just been dedicated to his memory in the Poets' Corner of what London Abbey? Bedford.
Westminster.
That's correct. In 1881, forest fires in Michigan prompted the first large-scale disaster relief by what organization, then only recently founded by Clara Barton? Kennedy.
Red Cross.
Red Cross is right. Many Central Americans enjoy tortillas, but pupusas, tortillas filled with pork, are a national dish in what specific nation whose president is Jose Napoleon Duarte? Kennedy.
El Salvador.
Correct. Edgar Allan Poe not only wrote a poem entitled The Bells, he also put a bell in the name of what heroine who lived in a kingdom by the sea? Anybody want to try? Bedford.
Helen.
Annabelle Lee. Annabelle Lee. This is a choice. In the spectrum of light, our eyes are believed to be most sensitive to what color that also identifies our sun as north?
Yellow.
Yellow is right. Arizona claims to be the fastest growing state, but the U.S. territory with the highest percentage of population growth in the 1980s was what G-initialed island? North.
Guam.
Guam is right. In a bid to interest bird watching, tourists, Hungary has recently issued stamps depicting seven different species of what bird that has for thousands of years been a symbol for wisdom? Bedford.
The owl.
Owls is right. Some people claim that England's King John died partaking in what hard apple drink associated in this country with Kennedy?
Cider.
Cider is right. How much is 4xy if x equals 4 and y equals 0? North.
0.
Right. Henry Thoreau wrote about his 2 years at Walden Pond about his 1 week at what New England river sharing its name with the Civil War ship that fought the Monitor? Bedford. Merrimack is right. You can get vitamin C from drinking orange and lime juice, but in 1928, ascorbic acid was first chemically isolated from what sour yellow citrus fruit? Bedford.
The lemon.
Lemon. Although that's the end of the round. All right, let's take a quick look at the Super Bowl scoreboard. Well, first of all, though, we'll recap the scores. Third place tonight, John F. Kennedy with 180 points. Second place, 280, North Eastlake. And third place, our winners tonight with 360 points, Bedford High School. Now we'll go take a look at our Super Bowl scoreboard to see if Bedford High School had a big enough score to find itself a place on the ladder. Unfortunately, 360 points wasn't quite enough. Congratulations anyway, though. All three teams are playing a fine game and joining us tonight on Academic Challenge. Be sure to join Academic Challenge next week when we'll be spotlighting teams from Akron's Kenmore High School, Lordstown, and Benedictine High of Cleveland. Until then, thank you for watching. I'm Steve Wolford.
Academic Challenge has been brought to you by the Illuminating Company and by Ohio Edison.
Incorrect points were given during the lightning round. The corrected final scores are Bedford 300, Eastlake North 230, Warren JFK 170 points.